Good morning, friends. Welcome back to She's in Her Apron. All right, I'm gonna tell you a little secret about me. I have a hard time waking up in the morning. A lot of you know this that have been with me for years. I love the thought of the mornings, jumping out of bed, get going with the day, but that's not me. I literally wake up like, no! I have a hard time getting out of bed. So when the alarm goes off, it takes me about an hour to get out of bed. So it is 8 a.m. and I'm finally out of bed. Alarm went off, well, the alarm went off around 6:30, but once I was like cognizant of what was going on, it was 7 o'clock. I've been in bed for an hour because then my mind goes over the day, okay? It's like, oh my gosh, I have to do this, 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 we have to go here, we have to go here, I have to get this done. And then the anxiety comes in, which is silly, but that's just, I have no control over it. So when that happens, I'm listening to things on my phone, I'm doing things to bring that down, and then an hour later, I'm out of bed. Shaylee's already up, dressed, showered for the day, and having breakfast, and we usually start school at 9. But today we will be starting it right after I get Derek and I some breakfast, so we're probably starting school at 8:30. So in the meantime, she'll be going over some of church curriculum and getting that spiritual part of her day going right now. And then we'll hop into full school. So a little secret about me, it takes me a good hour to wake up and get moving. There's some days I have to jump up when my alarm goes off because I have places to go, there's appointments and things, but when there isn't, it does take me an hour to go. You got this, Kimmy. All right, so she is practicing her spelling words, and then when she's done, she'll do a test. Okay, so yesterday we went to our rec center in town, and Shaylee did PE at the pool. It was so fun. Right when she got in the water, a family from our homeschool group with one of our friends showed up. Had no idea. Perfect timing. So, when it's things like this, I still get chores done, and some days we're just at the table or the couch, but when there's things where she could do work independently, I'm getting things done, and that's when I usually get all my chores done, my those routines done, and then I'll start prepping for filming. So when she's completely done and I'm clocked out as teacher, then she's in her apron. So, like right now, I already know what I am filming for She's in Her Apron right after this, and I'll get to it. And yeah, so that's how I block it out. That's how I'm making it work. Is it stressful? Yeah, for sure. I don't think there'd be any way that I could do this and make a video every day. There was a time I was doing videos 4 to 5 times a week. There's no way I could still do that and homeschool. No. I don't even know how I did it before. So we have a field trip Monday and we're going to a chocolate factory.
Chocolate factory?
Uh-huh.
I love chocolate.
Yes, we're gonna go to a chocolate factory. Are you excited?
Oh, like the movie, it was called, what was it called?
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
Yeah.
It won't be as cool as that. That's for sure. Oh my gosh. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the original movie. I always wanted to go when the first room in the factory where trees were made out of candy, the chocolate river. Oh, I so badly as a kid dreamt of being in that scene and gobbling up everything, and like, how cool would that be? But the rest of the movie was freaky deaky. I was afraid to be Violet and blow up like a blueberry. Like, terrified of that. No, it scared me a little as a kid. Did it for you? Tell me in the comments. Look at this space. Good things are happening here. So we are done with homeschool, and I was planning a little bit for vlogs, and we are done. So I'm gonna get this cleaned up and get moving on to the next thing. It is 1:12. We are done before 1:30, so awesome. So I've just been planning out my vlogs for the month and videos and what I need to do, but I want to share with you, I got more cookbooks. I know, I've been on a cookbook kick. All right, so do you guys know Erin Chase? She does a lot of freezer meals. She has an amazing Instagram, and I think she has a YouTube channel, but she doesn't post very often on there. This is her dump and go freezer meals. These are so good, so easy, so basic. Easy, just get them in the bags, get them in the freezer. So I'm going to be sharing with you some of these recipes, and these are probably recipes you've seen before, but you know, it's sometimes just those really simple recipes that get us motivated to hurry and make them, throw them in the freezer so we have something when times get bananas. So there's 60 scrumptious make-ahead meals that practically cook themselves. So super easy. If you're new to freezer meals, I'll have a link to this down below. And then I was at Walmart the other day, and this intrigued me. 5 ingredients for your Instapot. I've been looking through this, starting to tab, and I am like excited about this because this is getting me used to my Instapot. I use it for like rice, eggs, potatoes. I don't do a whole lot of cooking in my Instapot, and I'm like, all right, I really want to dive more into my Instapot and ways of using it. So I'm excited. A lot of her stuff looks good. Oh my goodness, this is from Michelle. Oh, I'm gonna butcher her last name. She's from cavegirlcuisine.com. But her name is Michelle. I'm not even gonna bother with her last name. I will butcher it. Very exciting. I found it on Walmart, but I'll leave a link for it down below. So, yes, anything that can get dinner on the table for my family that's easy, that's fun. Yes, because there's times where I don't need the motivation. I'm cranking, I'm getting out the meals, I'm cooking. But then there are times where I'm like, I'm done. I'm just done. That was January for me. It was like I didn't want anything to do with food. I was just like, no. Probably because the holidays were so crazy and busy, and yeah, maybe that's why. I have no idea. So, all right, I am gonna clean up this homeschool mess and get going. Today is Friday and busy weekend. to get ready for Monday. We have company coming into town. I am so excited. And yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting. So I gotta get ready for that. Gotta go get some basic things in the house like milk. We're out of milk. So I need to get that. I started a shopping list and started a little shopping list. And I would like to get to the store today. If not today, I am definitely going tomorrow for sure. So. But right now, I'm just gonna finish cleaning up the table, put the homework, our nifty caddy away where it belongs, and then I'm gonna throw some clothes on. I stayed in my jammies most of the day. And then get some clothes on, and then I'm filming, putting away all my food storage, organizing, cleaning out that food storage room. So that's on my list today. So, and you will see that video. That is coming. I don't know if you guys saw my Instagram this past week. I just had a protein bar by Built Bar. Have you guys had Built Bars? They're so good. Oh my gosh, they're so good. This one was the toffee almond. They're amazing cold if you keep them in your refrigerator. So good. So that's what I had for a little protein snack today. And I'm trying to get my water in. I'm so bad at water. So bad. But I am trying my hardest. Every day after we're done with homeschool, I have a stack of papers to throw away after. Always a huge stack. So, all right. I'm gonna go get dressed. All right, I'm deep in my food room, reorganizing and cleaning it up. But I'm in the midst of all this because I gotta get that big K-Slot sale in there. If the food room doesn't get done tonight, I'll finish it tomorrow. It's a big project. I'm trying to make room for all that new stuff that I got. Do you need to go outside? You are so cute. All right, here you go. So for dinner, I'm going to share with you a very yummy pork chop recipe. I mentioned it on the vlog, I don't know how long ago. It is delicious. I don't even know how I found it. I was just Googling pork chop recipes. So I altered it to make it my own. So I'll link it down below, but you'll see how I did things differently with the spices and some seasonings. It is delicious. The pork chop recipe, Derek?
Yum.
I know. So good. Enjoy. Oh, in this video, my pork chops had bones, and they're not as thick as most. They're from the butcher that did our pig. We got in on a pig. So they're thinner. So I think you need to, when you look at this recipe and you're looking at the cooking time, think of the thickness of your pork chops. I did not put the pan into the oven because when I pan seared them, it was perfect for their thickness. So you don't want to overcook your pork chops. So just something to think about. All right, are you ready for dinner tonight? It is the best pork chop recipe ever. Enjoy. So you'll need about a pound of boneless pork chops, but I'm using bone-in because that's how my butcher prepared our pork chops. So what you're going to do is you're going to create a seasoning mixture. In a way, I kind of measured this, but it was really by sight. And I did not measure it all the paprika. I did it by sight. Then I used the Weber steak and pork seasoning. If you can find this, guys, it knocks this recipe out of the park. Seriously. Probably around 3/4 teaspoon of salt, about a 1/2 teaspoon of black ground pepper. So combine that together. You're going to rub this in or just sprinkle on both sides of your pork chops. In a large skillet over medium-high heat, heat the tablespoon of oil and the tablespoon of butter. Once it's hot, add your pork chops, and you're going to brown these up. Then when you turn them over, start making your garlic butter. This is so good. So you're going to need 4 tablespoons of unsalted room temperature butter, about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 3 garlic cloves minced, and a teaspoon of either fresh cilantro or parsley, finely chopped, or you could use dry. I've made this recipe twice and I've done both, and both have turned out beautiful. And cook your pork chops for 3 to 4 minutes per side until crispy and brown. Spread the butter mixture on top of the pork chops. I just put a big dollop on each pork chop, and then I lowered the heat and then put a lid on my pork chops. At this point, you can slip these into your oven at 340 degrees. I didn't. These were thin pork chops. If you're working with thick, I would put them in the oven, but with my Dutch oven pot, it was amazing. Like, I just lowered the heat to low, all the way to low, put the cover on, and it finished off the cooking. It was beautiful. So you could have it cook with the lid on for another 10 to 15 minutes until your meat is tender. And then when they're done, take them out, put them on a serving plate. Then I noticed we were left with this yummy, buttery, seasoned buttery mixture, and I didn't want it to go to waste. So you could pour this butter over your pork chops, but I decided, since I was making mashed potatoes, that I thought, this would be a yummy gravy. So I added some flour in and mixed that around and grabbed all the bits at the bottom. I poured in some chicken stock, mixed it, it thickened up, and it made the most tastiest gravy ever. So we had that over our pork chops and our mashed potatoes. You guys, this recipe is delicious. I will have this recipe linked down below. It's from valentinascorner.com. I just altered it with the seasonings and how I baked it, but this is the recipe that inspired me, and you guys, it is delicious. So I hope you give this a try and enjoy. You can easily get this done in under 30 minutes, you guys. It seems like it'd take a long dinner to make, but it's not. It's really quick, and it is a hit with my family. Well, friends, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you all, and I will see you soon. Bye.